2022 Genesis GV70 first drive, putting the German benchmarks on notice. After focusing on sedans, Genesis now comes in hot with its newest SUV. Ever since Genesis launched as a standalone luxury brand separate from its Hyundai Motor Group parent in 2015, interest in its products has skyrocketed, and the marque continues to gain new relevance in the luxury space. The 2022 Genesis GV70 SUV is the automaker's latest model, and as a two-row luxury compact crossover, one of the country's most popular vehicle types, the GV70 likely will become the company's most popular model. While the GV70 carries all the marque's attributes, Genesis pegged German SUVs from BMW to Audi and even Porsche as benchmarks for its newest SUV. Following our first drive of the 2022 Genesis GV70, we know it isn't going to beat a Porsche Macan in terms of performance. But it certainly will steal luxury-minded buyers from other German automakers. Same recipe, different dish. The 2022 GV70 shares its athletic elegance design language with the rest of the Genesis lineup, but it has a few different notable cues. For starters, the GV70 will be available in two models. The standard version gets a more refined look, the sport trim is, well, sportier. The main visual differences for the sport are large air intakes on the lower front fascia and a unique darkened grille. On the rear, the standard model gets vertical dual exhausts, while the Sport boasts a diffuser and large, circular exhausts, which give it more visual width. The profile is basically the same for both designs except for a dark strip that runs along the Sport's bottom area and doors. Both versions get a chrome strip running along the top of the windows and dropping down at the C-pillar, with the roofline also dropping for a coupe-like look. All Genesis GV70s equipped with the optional 3.5-liter turbo V6 engine come with the sport look, while all but one trim of the base 2.5-liter turbo i4 adopts the standard design. Genesis is betting big on customization, as the GV70 is available in 13 exterior colors, including 4 matte hues, and 7 interior combinations, including green and burgundy. 4 trims are available for cars with the 4-cylinder 2.5T engine, Standard, Select, Advanced, and Sport Prestige. Choose the 6-cylinder 3.5T and you pick from 3 models, Sport, Sport Advanced, and Sport Prestige. Part of Genesis' success, of course, has been delivering attractive prices, and the GV70 is no different. Ranging from $42,045 to $63,545, the GV70 severely undercuts BMW X3s, Audi Q5s, and Mercedes-Benz GLCs when you compare features and engine types per dollar. The drive. As part of the launch program for the 2022 Genesis GV70, we drove from Los Angeles to Santa Barbara, California, in the top trim GV70 3.5T Sport Prestige. Our route was split in two, with the first part through the Malibu canyons to test the GV70's dynamics and the second half spent on the freeway. It doesn't take long to notice the GV70 shares its chassis with the G70 Sport sedan. With 375 horsepower and 391 lb-ft of torque, the V6 is quick to deliver its grunt. Mated to an 8-speed automatic, it's a solid combination, with the transmission shifting smoothly to deliver a refined experience. We noticed a bit of lag when stepping on the gas for a downshift to pass cars on 2-lane roads, but Sport mode takes care of that issue with modified transmission mapping. Drivers can also shift manually via the paddles behind the wheel, a feature that's standard across the board. The 3.5T has the power to go against the 6-cylinder BMW X3 M40i, Audi SQ5, and Mercedes-AMG GLC 43 while delivering a soft yet athletic ride. Part of that perception comes from a cushier damper setup, with a chassis that still stands out for its low amount of body roll combined with overall great handling much like the G70 sedan. Go into the corners, and the GV70 displays controlled manners, with the body feeling planted despite its proportions. All-wheel drive is standard, and although all V6 trims are otherwise mechanically the same, the Sport Prestige adds a limited slip differential that helps with the gv70's handling by sending up to 100% of torque sent to the rear axle to a single wheel. Need more fun in a straight line? Sport models add a Sport and Drive mode along with a launch control function. Drive on the freeway or city streets, and the ride stands out for its elegance. The gv70's cabin is quiet and serene, and the suspension does a decent job of absorbing bumps and ruts. The adaptive suspension with road preview uses front cameras to read the surface ahead and modify the damping, but over city streets torn by tree roots, it had a more difficult time minimizing vibrations in the cabin. As part of Genesis' efforts to bring safety technology to its vehicles, the gv70 is equipped with a long list of features intended to reduce stress behind the wheel. During the highway portion of our drive, we set the adaptive cruise control to the closest possible setting with the vehicle in front and activated lane keep assist. Throughout the next 20 minutes, the gv70 stayed centered in its lane and kept a close distance to the car in front. We noted the system only seemed to have a difficult time reading the lanes when it encountered a couple of yellow lane markers. Interior check. Like its exterior, the 2022 Genesis gv70's interior is quite a bit different from what we've seen in other Genesis models, particularly the gv80. The new smaller siblings cabin takes its inspiration from airplane wing profiles. An oval theme is seen throughout the interior, with the shape occurring in the center dashboard, center console, and door panels. A black strip runs along the door panels, meets the air vents, and continues across the dashboard, tricking your eye by hiding the center vents and adding an upscale touch. These kinds of details make the gv70 stand out in a competitive segment. The cabin also shines with its quality materials and feeling of airiness. The driver-centric interior borrows some cues from the gv80, like haptic HVAC controls and the 14.5-inch touchscreen, the latter also controlled via a raised rotary knob in the center console. Volume and tuning controls take the shape of elegant rollers and are integrated close to the drive mode selector, while the crystal rotary shifter handle leverages space in the center console. There is enough space in the back seats for 6-foot passengers to sit comfortably, though drivers who are taller than that will likely need to adjust the driver's seat to the point of crunching the legs of the person sitting behind them. Cargo room is plentiful, and the rear seats can fold down in a 60/40 configuration should you need to carry large items. Besides the large touchscreen, the 2022 Genesis gv70 incorporates several tech features that stand out. As we noted during our interior review, a fingerprint scanner is located just to the right of the steering column, allowing registered drivers to start the gv70 and engage valet mode. A 12.3-inch 3D digital cluster ups the experience in the cabin, and it uses infrared cameras to track eye movement and display information via 3D images. A 12.0-inch head-up display will also display speed, blind spot info, and turn-by-turn navigation. Is the Genesis gv70 worth it? Indeed, when you compare the prices and equipment of the 2022 Genesis gv70 against German luxury SUVs, the gv70 seems like a steal. And it is. At least with its 3.5T engine, the gv70 delivers on many of the fronts that buyers in this segment look for consistently. From style to technology to handling, the drop-dead gorgeous Genesis gv70 is going to make some noise.